All right, everyone, today I'm going to talk to you about 4 vital steps for your kidneys. It's a little bit a long time. Let's call it 40 years. Well, I'm sure you're over your 40, so your kidneys actually can survive a long time if you could take care of them. But they can also die very quickly if you do things wrong. So with today's advice, I'm sure you'll do great. Let's start. Let's start with cleaning up your life. Why? Because we are exposed to toxins from our environment all the time. Well, you're inhaling them, you're ingesting them into food and water, or absorbing them through your skin. Now, regardless of how clean you try to live, avoiding all these toxins are almost impossible. But there are things we can do. Now, the body produces also some toxins naturally, right? As it converts the food into energy. That's why we always say, hey, fasting is good for you because you produce less toxins. Nevertheless, though, you can adopt some strategies to minimize the toxic overload. Besides consuming the organic produce whenever possible, because as you know, all the pesticides, herbicides are horrible for you. Filter your water, so try not to drink tap water. Be mindful of what you apply to your skin. Just for the beauty, don't just try to buy everything on Amazon and put on your skin. And then be aware of the airborne particles, molds, all those things that it may be around you can actually harm you in your kidneys. So for example, if you have black mold in your home or your house is damp, addressing these issues will be very important. Now let's talk about eating for kidney health. That's the important part. Everybody wants to eat. What food we choose makes a big difference. So certain foods support our kidney health and can prevent the kidney stones. For example, beetroot has substances that prevent kidney stone formation. Blueberries, for example, cabbage, they all have been shown to reduce the kidney inflammation, at least in animal studies. And green tea contains antioxidants. We call them polyphenols. They're associated with preventing kidney stones and kidney disease. And curcumin, for example, found in turmeric, which you can use in your food almost every day, may protect the kidneys from oxidative damage, because that also is horrible for your kidneys. One of the primary considerations, especially if you have advanced kidney disease, reducing the protein intake. I know we always say eat more protein to keep your blood sugar under control. However, if things are really progressed and your kidneys are in trouble, sometimes you have to get your protein from plant-based sources instead of animal protein sources. Sodium intake will also be needs to be reduced to reduce the pressure in your body and to minimize fluids. Because the more sodium you consume and the more sugar you consume, the more water your body retains. And the more water and more volume your kidneys have to deal with. Well, not to mention, right, processed foods are typically very high in sodium, so you should be avoiding those and replace them in favor of fresh, whole foods, right? A variety of fruits and vegetables, a lot of colors in your plate. And if you have potassium problems, you can tell this by just looking at your potassium in your blood work. If your potassium is like almost being 5, like 4.85 or even higher than 5, that's a danger zone. You're starting to get retaining of the potassium problem, and then you have to really start choosing the good food but still low in potassium. Now, leafy greens, berries, apples, and cauliflower are good options. Incorporating healthy fats such as fish, olive oil, avocados, they're also going to support your kidney health. And while you're doing that, a lot of actually fat will help you to absorb magnesium, vitamin D, and vitamin K, which will help ensure that calcium is deposited to your bones rather than ending up in your kidneys, causing calcifications, stones, kidney failure, and so forth. There are several vitamins and supplements that your doctor may not tell you about, but also has been shown in studies for benefits for people with kidney disease. Now, for example, alpha-lipoic acid. It is known for antioxidant properties, help reduce the inflammation and oxidative stress, which is super common in kidney disease. And of course, benfotiamine, most of you know, which is a derivative of thiamine, which is a B1, has been linked to improved kidney function and reducing the advanced glycation end products that are contributing to chronic kidney damage. Vitamin B2, B5, B6, they play also crucial roles in energy production and the overall well-being of any kidney patient, because they also need to support certain things like red blood cell production, which doesn't happen when you have kidney disease. Vitamin C, another powerful antioxidant, unless you overdo it, helps in preventing oxidative damage in your kidneys. Now, folic acid, for example, which is vitamin B9, assists in reducing high levels of homocysteine, which is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease. And that's very common among diabetic patients, as you know, the cardiovascular disease. And the biotin, which is B7, will help support your skin health and your collagen, because that is also commonly disturbed when you have kidney disease. Vitamin D is a must to maintain your bone health. A lot of people, almost 90% of kidney patients, have some sort of bone problem. So you need to make sure that your vitamin D is good enough, you're absorbing the calcium, and they're not going somewhere else. Very important point that most people don't associate. So guts, right? Maintaining good gut health is very important for your kidneys for a reason. Because a more effective gut will prevent toxins from entering your bloodstream. Have you heard of something called leaky gut? Well, that happens when you don't have a good, healthy bacteria in your gastrointestinal system, which allows the toxins and bacteria to leak through, and everything ends up in your kidneys. So your gut health also influences your immune system, because your immune system has to deal with all those toxins and bacteria coming in, low-grade inflammation, which sometimes, occasionally, that confused, angry immune system will end up attacking your kidneys, which is not good. And a lot of autoimmune disorders like lupus and stuff like that start like that. So microbiome, they help inhibit the kidney stone formation, minimize toxins ending up in the kidneys. If you want to be more specific, Bifidobacterium and Saccharomyces, for example, they are good probiotics. They promote gut health and enhance the absorption of nutrients. So all those vitamins that I talked to you, for example, about are available in SugarMD Kidney Support, which is we basically collected everything that has been studied, that has been shown benefit, and put into one single capsule for you. So if you want to really protect your kidneys from any damage, that's the route you should take today to help your kidney, in addition to everything we talked about, the diet, the lifestyle changes we are talking today, and avoiding toxins. That is what we call a holistic approach. Yes, you can take medications. Sometimes you have to take medications. There are medications that are proven to be helpful for your kidney disease, but the point of this video is not that today. That's something that you can discuss with your doctor, see what is best for you, for your specific situation when it comes to medication. Now, you also have to be careful about your fluid needs, right? At the end of the day, your urine color is an important guide for you. So it needs to be like a very slightly yellow. If it is dark, means that you actually need water. You know, you can try adding some lemon juice to hot water first thing in the morning. It's not only going to aid with detoxification of your body, but also contains citric acid, which helps prevent kidney stones. By the way, I mean, if you didn't have kidney stones, you probably wouldn't care much, but if you did, you know how bad it hurts, so you would do anything you can to avoid those kidney stones. But having said that, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please share this video, like, and give a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Remember to visit sugarmds.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this channel so far, and I hope you subscribed already. If you didn't, do it. And if you did, watch this video right there. I think that will help you too.